Yo, 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 how is everyone? This is T-ROB, and I am glad to be back. Excited because I got a couple dudes that I really love and respect, and I don't want to waste time because you guys are here for a reason. I'm going to bring in one of my sidekicks, KNTX here, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, so, and actually, we just got to visit. I got to tell you about this guy. He drove 16 hours to bring me t-shirts.
That was
Uh,
just one way.
yeah, that was
It
one
was like
way. And he
40
spent,
hours total in this last weekend.
yeah, and he stayed like 7 hours and turned around and drove all the way back. So, dude,
Mhm.
much respect. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, sorry, I had to have a heart attack and I couldn't get them from you. So, but
Dude, yeah, that's the least of my worries. I was more worried about your health, man. So, hey, you were looking good. You're looking fit. I was quite proud when I saw you, man. I was like, this guy's getting his health in order. Like, looking good, man. Like, you're slim, you're trim, you're look like you're ready to start running up some freaking Philadelphia stairs, Rocky style.
man, I don't know about that, but yeah,
You're looking good. You are looking good, buddy.
thank you, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man.
I'll pay you later. So we've got an
Oh,
exciting show today, man. We've got Internet Money founder KG with us, and they're building a cool ecosystem that I'm pretty excited about and to learn more about. We can probably dive right into it. Unless you have anything to say, I want to bring him on.
yeah, I do actually. I got one thing to say. So he was the first time he showed up at the FN Hangout. So it really put himself on me and RG's radar was an FN Hangout one night, and we knew because he had told us before he came on. Hey, just so you know, I'm building a project for the community. And me and RG, of course, have always in the past said, we don't until we have something tangible to look at. We didn't really want to talk about it yet, but and he was super respectful and never just like started shilling what he's doing. And I'm so that said a lot to us about his character. Here we are over a year later. The guy's built. He's got a great team. He's doing amazing things. He's supporting the community. He's showing people how to do things on his YouTube channel. And so I hope that's enough of a testament to the rest of the community of how dedicated he is to us. So I'm really proud to have him on. And I just want to say here publicly, thank you, KG, for all your patience and us showcasing you here on Discourse Syndicate. We just like to do our due diligence, and far and away, my man, you've met at least the minimum standards and requirements to be able to showcase your project here. So by all means, go ahead and bring KG up, brother. And let's get right into what it is the Internet Money does. Hey, KG, good to see you, brother.
You too, KNTX, man. I appreciate what you said so much. I look up to everybody here on the Discourse Syndicate, especially T-ROB, KNTX, RG3. I've been watching you guys for a long time, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come back and actually talk about what we're doing. Again, I told you before, no offense taken in any way, shape, or form. Just happy to be doing my part and honored to have the opportunity to tell everybody about it.
Right on, brother.
Cool, man. So let's just get into it, KG.
Yep.
I mean, I like to just dive right in. So, for people that may not know what Internet Money is, kind of explain that and kind of where this thing kind of was born from.
Sure. So the core of our ecosystem is a multi-chain EVM wallet. And for those watching that are like, what the heck does that mean? If MetaMask is another example of a multi-chain EVM wallet. No, we are not forking MetaMask. We've built everything from the ground up. This is our creation through and through. And our wallet is unique in many ways. We are the first tokenized crypto wallet of its kind. And I can dive into that. But as far as that is the core, and the inspiration for this was, well, first of all, we love crypto and we want to do our part to bring crypto to the hands of everybody who wants to be involved. Also, being around in the Pulse Chain community, if you were around that pre-Pulse Chain sacrifice time, sacrifice happens, you have everybody starting to talk about like, oh, what are we going to build? What are you going to build? And everybody's finding their niche and like what they resonate with as far as philosophy and skill sets. And as we just really dove into what we believe the crypto space to be missing, and B, how can we do our part to strengthen the Pulse Chain ecosystem, and analyzing who we were, analyzing the space, the wallet is what made the most sense to us. And thus, we have the wallet.
Nice, man. So, I mean, I know recently you've released the wallet in beta, and we were talking before we kind of came on, and you were just saying you guys, and it's with any project, you really work hard at it, and then you release it, and people come back and go, well, there's this, and this, and this. So that's probably why there's a bunch of versions of Pulse Chain right now, right? So
yeah,
same concept.
No matter how much you test, and we tested and tested, we even did a private beta group with like 25 people in it that were outside of the core team, and just tested and tested. And even then, the moment you release your product into the wild, you can have somebody on a model phone on a version you didn't consider in a country you didn't consider on some weird network or something. And then it's just like, you cannot simulate every test in a test environment. So at some point you have to make the decision as the team and say, it's go time. This is what we got. Let's see what happens. So 100%. That's where we're at with public beta.
So what drove you to decide, okay, we want to do a wallet? And then what were the things that you've decided to add to this wallet that you thought, other wallets are just simply missing this? What is this? And what was the reason behind the wallet?
The main reason, outside of wanting to do our part for the community, was in crypto. Well, first of all, let's take one step back. If we look at the stats, somewhere between 1% and 4% of the entire population of the planet engages with crypto in some way, shape, or form. Most of those people that are in that 1% to 4% are people, hey, I may have $10 on Coinbase that I did one time 5 years ago. So your core group of people is probably more like 0.5% to 1% of the entire world is actually into crypto, which leaves about 99% of the planet that needs the ability to interact with blockchain, but does not understand, is afraid, maybe just doesn't realize what they're missing. So you have MetaMask, it's out there, it does what it needs to do. You have all these other wallets, they do what they need to do. But what none of these wallets do or do well is make the onboarding experience into crypto easy. Yep. So if you've ever onboarded somebody into Hex through MetaMask, I mean, you might as well go have a 2-hour coffee date with them, because there's a lot of steps to it.
I gave up. I just started telling people, I literally just started telling people, hey, go check out this course that Coffee put together. Literally, that's what I do now. I'm like, and I literally, there were when we were at all-time highs, I literally told people, I was like, if you want me to teach you this, I will, but I've got 2 criteria. You have to, and this is friends and family, close friends and family. You have to pay me or not me, but you have to be willing to invest at least $10,000, and you're going to pay me $1,000, and I'll give you as much time as it takes to do it, because it literally just takes up so much of your time, and we had so much that we needed to get done. And I had several people take me up on it, like, done, let's do it. Show me how we do this thing. And so then in that case, I'll walk it through, but it is just so difficult to teach no coiners how to get into this ecosystem in the first place.
Exactly. And so to answer your question, one of the things that we do, and we do well, is we have a program that when you download the Internet Money wallet, you're able to claim free crypto. And so we're going to launch that program on Pulse Chain. But since Mainnet's not here yet, we pivoted to Binance for now. And we also want to bring it to Ethereum. Why is that important? We are giving people at this moment in time one of our tokens, Internet Money, IM, which actually has been on the market over a year now, and BNB. Cool. So somebody can download the wallet and they claim free BNB and free IM. Now imagine this. When that program's on Pulse Chain or that program's on Ethereum, download Internet Money wallet, get free ETH, get free Pulse, and free whatever token that's we're giving away at the time. And then people can take those freebies and swap into whatever other project that they want to onboard people. Yes, it's not enough to change their life, but it's enough to take someone from being a no coiner Now they're in crypto and they can do it in 5 minutes or less.
I like that because then people automatically feel like they're vested into this technology. And it's funny. So T-Rob and I both come from a business owners, entrepreneurial, and a marketing background. And one thing people really connect well with is when they're given something of value, they tend to appreciate it and take the time to not just appreciate it, but they actually take the time necessary to understand this new ecosystem they just got into, or this new product, or whatever it may be, this new business that they just got into. And it's just because they feel like there's a reciprocation of value. Like, I'm giving you my attention. What are you giving me in return?
Exactly.
I like the idea of you giving them something. No financial advice from us, but getting something for free doesn't sound like it harms anybody. All it does is give them the first step into this new industry and a way for them to learn how to interact with these things we call blockchains.
Exactly. And if to take it one step further, I know this can be, not for you guys necessarily, but just in general, can be one of those trigger words. But we do have a referral program with the wallet. And here's how it works. If you refer somebody to the wallet and they download it and use your referral code, they get a bonus to the free crypto they get to claim. And you, as the person who referred them, get free crypto as well. So it incentivizes people to spread the word.
That's great.
And see, so with internet money, that's our first token. That's
real quick, because that's brilliant. Also, because it's also brilliant because it incentivizes someone to use a referral link too. So if you're going to get more for using a referral link, it's a reciprocation of, hey, this person turned me on to this product. I get more, you get more. It's a win-win-win for it's literally a win-win-win. It's not just a win-win. Internet money gets a win on it. More people use it, more users on their platform. The person referring gets more for it, and the person that did the referring gets more. So I like that. I really like that idea, man. I think you really thought this through.
And you hit it. It's a three-way win. And we're using internet money for now. So that has a finite amount that we can utilize that program for. So what gets really cool is that with this referral program and the free airdrop program, the free giveaway, this is just one of the things we're doing, everything we're talking about, but they're smart contract oriented. So we can just expand that. We see a future where somebody downloads the wallet or is referring people and they're getting 5, 10, 15 different cryptos all from downloading or referring. So maybe now it's only a few bucks, but maybe one day it's $50, $100 for just downloading the wallet. And that's
freaking cool.
Yeah. So tying that all back in, it's like one of the major things that we're doing to help bridge that gap.
Yeah. I've got it and I've been testing it myself, and I love how simple it is, because I'm that kind of person. I like simple, and from what I see, and kind of where things are going, KG, and you've talked about this in some of your other streams, is like, if we don't simplify this, people are going to get wrecked. And that's the truth. And because banks are starting to do certain things that's easy, and people are going to get wrecked. So if we don't make this more simplified, like what you've done with this, it's going to be very, very bad for people that don't know anything about crypto.
Insert FTX here.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
There's a lot to be said about that. I mean, I like the DeFi space taking the initiative to teach new people, new entrants into this industry, how to use real DeFi and keep their own keys, rather than always having to go in via a fiat on and off ramp. There was a discussion today that has been taking place on Twitter. I think BitBoy Crypto picked up on this, or at least his team did, that literally JP Morgan would only have to sell 5% of their total shares to buy Coinbase outright. Now, fortunately, Brian Armstrong still has it's in his contract that he has the majority of voting shares. So as long as he's not selling his voting shares, hopefully that doesn't happen. But we all know that the legacy space coming in here and owning this industry's fiat on and off ramps isn't necessarily a good thing for those who want to protect themselves from things like FTX and Celsius and BlockFi and Voyager and Genesis, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So I like you encouraging people to come into this industry with a better set of expectations and a better way to manage their own private keys.
I agree with that sentiment completely. I mean, centralized exchanges, as of right now, they kind of are a necessary evil because, well, I can't pay my mortgage in crypto. I can't buy groceries in crypto yet. And so until we as a society start accepting crypto for goods and services, we haven't broken away from the fiat system, the ideal that we're striving to achieve. So
Yep.
they're a necessary evil, but man, I want to be.
But it doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be forever. You have been listening to Richard Hart as long as I have. I'm certain of it, or at least close enough. It doesn't really matter. We've all heard Richard say these things suck as currency right now. These digital assets suck as currencies right now. But that externality goes away when more people have wallets, especially on their phone. So you're literally, along the lines of Richard Hart's line of thinking, are making things easier for people to have less friction. As more and more people have wallets, then it becomes easier and easier and easier to accept these things for goods and services. So good on you, man, for moving forward. That I personally, this is just my opinion. I love what you're doing. This isn't something that anyone needs to, off the words or the interest that I have in the crypto space, go and invest in internet money token, or I don't even know if they could invest in the wallet. That's beyond me. That's not the important thing here. It's the education, I think, that you're bringing and giving away for free. I think that is where the real value is at with this.
Thank you. And go ahead, T-ROB.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And the other thing I just wanted to say is, KG, I love that you stick to your guns. And, I watch a lot of your streams, man, and it's, you're straightforward, and there's no wavery stuff at all. It's like, this is what you get. And you're a big Richard follower as well, Hex guy. And, again, great job. And I, that's the first thing I noticed is like, bringing people on board, your wallet's going to make a huge difference compared to MetaMask, for instance. Just great stuff, man. Really good stuff.
Now, I got a question. What I didn't see in here, and it's probably my fault for not taking enough time to scan through all of this, but I'm curious if you guys are going to have a way to aggregate, kind of like MetaMask does, or 1inch, or any of these different places, to see where the best price is amongst different decentralized exchanges to be able to swap within the wallet. Is that something you currently support or plan on supporting?
Oh, absolutely. We actually already have that. So we have built our own DEX aggregator smart contracts.
Right.
One cool thing that we actually do that MetaMask does not do is MetaMask will aggregate for you, but then they choose you can get new quotes. But the way that our wallet works is it aggregates the DEXs, and it's like it populates like a shopping list. So you get to say, okay, I want to swap on Sushi, I want to swap on Uni, I want to swap XYZ, and you get to, as the user, decide which DEX to actually execute the trade on.
I love that. I like that idea. Yeah, me too, he says. Hence the reason you're working on it that way.
Yeah, and actually, one cool thing that we have as well, because we haven't even gotten to the tokens yet, but one cool thing that we have as well is Pulse Chain is, well, if you go to our networks tab, you'll see that there's a list of pre-populated networks. And one of those networks is Pulse Chain testnet right now, but the wallet will actually be native to Pulse Chain when mainnet is live. So somebody will download the wallet and they'll just be on Pulse Chain. And we have already built the DEX aggregator on Pulse Chain testnet. So if you go right now and swap within the wallet on Pulse Chain, you're swapping on PulseX. And we took it even a step further in that we're getting price feed aggregation from PulseX. So you can see all your testnet values in your entire testnet portfolio, which of course, when mainnet comes out, it's going to shift right over to mainnet, and you'll see and I'm talking USD value. So I can see the price of Pulse within the wallet. I can see the price of PulseX or whatever token is there. And so right now, the Internet Money Wallet is the easiest and most comprehensive way to transact and interact on Pulse Chain and PulseX.
That is freaking cool. So my question is, it's actually a twofold question. So we know that the Infura right now is collecting customer data. So number one, what RPC are you guys using? And number two, when it comes to the PulseX and the Pulse Chain side of things, what are you using as the oracle for those prices?
Okay, so for your first question, the nodes, right, the RPC settings. So we're the networks that we are pre-populating in the wallet as of now, that we're using mainly Anchor.
Okay.
We have no emotional attachment there. So if Anchor goes off and starts doing weird stuff, well, then we're changing that. But also you can do custom RPC settings as well. So if you don't want to use our pre-loaded networks, then you don't have to. You can connect however you want. Actually,
you can turn on developer mode for those who are smart enough and knowledgeable enough to not hurt themselves by doing that.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and then also in the app, we have a resources tab. And it's there's not many resources in there now because we're still testing the functionality, seeing if it breaks, whatever. But we have in there, one of the resources is ethereumnodes.com. So people who understand that can go right from the app. They see the different RPC settings. So we're going to continue to provide resources because we're not in bed with Infura. I don't want your data.
Yeah.
I want as little of your data as possible. I don't want that responsibility. So we want to, for the person who doesn't know about the intricacies of nodes, well, they're not going to care that it's on Anchor or wherever. But for the person that does, we're going to educate them on how to change and give them the exact resources on where to go to change that. And
I like that. And then the price feed for Pulse.
Yes, price. That was just custom code. That wasn't an Oracle.
Okay.
So we actually, our team, we linked up with one of the PulseX devs, and we got the code that we needed to do to make it happen. So that's not relying on an Oracle.
And that's all ratio trading. So all it is a matter of computations and then being fed into the app in the form of a USD value. That shouldn't, for a team as well versed in this as you guys are, I don't think that was a problem for you guys to do.
No, and it was awesome. I reached out to, I don't know if he's the only PulseX dev or the main PulseX dev, but I reached out to him and he was like, what do you guys need? Told him exactly what we needed. He sent it right over to me, and then we integrated it, and it was
to me, that's awesome. Almost a from a developer to a developer, that's almost like a warm handoff, like, hey, we need people to develop these tools, and if that's what you're going to do, then here, take what you need to make it happen. And I like that. I like that cooperation between the devs and this team, and not just this team, but this community.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so we've got a few questions in here that I want to throw at you, KG.
Yes, that's the first one I had for you too.
How we test for IM and WD. I'm just being thorough. I haven't heard any talk about it before. So that's from our man Tor in there. What's up, Tor?
What am I missing? What's WD? What's WD? Internet money, and what is WD?
Okay. All right. So yes, I will get to Torrent's question, but what is WD? So one other thing our wallet is doing that no other crypto wallet has done, we invented this technology, is the Internet Money wallet charges fees when you swap from one asset to another. All wallets that you use the in-app swap function do that. Yeah. The major difference with our wallet is A, the fee is less. B, the fee is charged in the form of the blockchain's native coin. So if you're swapping on Pulse Chain, it's charged in Pulse, Ethereum, ETH, BNB, BSC, BNB. Mm-hmm. Now, 100% of the fees that our wallet generates are distributed to the holders of the WD token. And WD stands for Internet Money Wallet Dividend. So wallet dividend, the dividend token. So if you're holding WD, you don't have to lock it up. You don't have to delegate it, stake it. You just hold it. And as the wallet does volume and swaps and builds up Pulse, ETH, BNB, you as the WD holder on that chain earn passive income in the form of that coin. So if I hold WD on Pulse Chain, I earn passive Pulse.
So if I say I have it on Ethereum, I'm just going to say, hey, this is on the Ethereum. It's been launched. Pulse isn't out here yet. The Internet Money wallet is working fine. I have WD in a wallet, not on the app itself. I'm still getting that dividend.
You're getting the dividend, but right now the wallet is the only front end to claim. So if you wanted to actually, because it's a claiming type, it's a claiming system. So, and you can claim as frequently as every block. So there's no, or you can wait 40, 50, 60 years.
Someone's got to run the transaction and pay the fee to make it happen. Yeah, nothing's free on these blockchains. They're slow databases. We all know that. So that makes sense.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone's going to have an issue with that. Mentorin says that's big. 100% fee sharing, good for legal too. Almost look at it, guys, like a frequent shoppers card, because when you look at frequent shoppers and cash back in grocery stores, those aren't securities and those are legal. And so I like the idea of that, the way that you're presenting that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And see, since it's not revenue, we're not sharing revenue because we never have that. Those funds.
And you didn't run the transactions, the swap transactions that individual users ran. That the wallet team didn't do that. The individual users on the blockchain did.
And then anybody can build their own front end. We're just providing the first. So if somebody out there wants to build front ends in a decentralized manner, it's an immutable, no admin key smart contract. So once the fund goes in there, the Pulse, ETH, BNB, whatever goes in there, only the person holding the WD can claim that. We can't take it. We can't release it. So if someone like dies or whatever, like that, it's actually like a little bullishness layer for like Pulse. Going to take Pulse off the market, and if people never claim it, it's just going to remove it from circulation. It's just stuck in there. So
I like that.
So
you got my entrepreneur mind moving here now. I'm like, oh, sweet. So you just want to be the infrastructure, and you don't mind people building front ends on top of it that can provide additional value to you. Okay, well, great. I got a million ideas for you how we can build more value for the community and help all the people that hold the WD token at the same time.
Like, that's the thing, is anybody that wants to build, they can. We encourage that. We just, yes, we had to obviously create the first tool, otherwise it wouldn't have the utility that it needs to operate. But if you want to build a front end, hey, you have my full support. Anybody out there.
All right. I'm thinking here. I got lots of things going on through my brain right now. So as far as the Howey test from the IM, the internet money token, I don't really see that being an issue for you guys, since you guys are just giving it away. You're not selling it to users. There's no pool of money that you guys are collecting. There's no expectation of the work of others for it to be worth anything. It's just a free coupon to go trade around with on the blockchain and learn how to use this new system.
And actually, Internet Money IM has been on the market for over a year now, and we launched it, and it's mostly decentralized. There is one top wallet that is reserved, has tokens reserved for the free giveaway
to give away to people.
Yeah, exactly. And and actually, it's on Binance Smart Chain right now, and if you hold it on Binance Smart Chain, you get a 1-to-1 copy when we launch it on Ethereum and Pulse Chain. And so some of those tokens will also be used to create the initial liquidity pool. But besides that, like, that's it. So anybody, there was no sacrifice phase for Internet Money. We just dropped it. But for WD, there is, and I don't know if you want me to go into that, but there's a sacrifice phase.
You can go ahead and explain it. It's not an advocation from Discourse Syndicate. There's nothing wrong with you guys having more information and knowing what other tools are out there. It's not something that we're promoted. It's not paid sponsorship here. So we're an education channel that we allow people to discuss these things. That's why it's called Discourse Syndicate, so we can have a discourse and people can learn from it. So as an education channel, please educate us some more on some of this ecosystem that you've built.
Sure. Thank you. I appreciate the open forum. Whether you agree or disagree, the discourse needs to be had.
100%.
100%.
So we are actually in the middle of our like the sacrifice phase is active as we speak, and it's actually our second sacrifice phase. So the first sacrifice phase happened about 8 months ago at this point, and that was for the dividend token on Pulse Chain. And we were the first project to introduce the capped sacrifice phase model. And so we hit the cap that we were aiming to hit in an hour and 54 minutes. And there's a little more intricacies to the sacrifice beyond that, but that's the overall gist. Now, in the middle of our second sacrifice, we used the capped model. And this sacrifice is for WD on Ethereum, the dividend token on Binance, as well as we're introducing a third token into the ecosystem called Future Wallet Dividend, or FWD. And what this token does is very simple. It exists on Ethereum and Ethereum only. And if you hold it on Ethereum, you get a 1-to-1 copy of the dividend token when we launch it on all future EVM chains. So this one sacrifice is for 3 tokens, where it could end up being 5 tokens, 10 tokens, 20 tokens.
Depending on how many EVM chains it gets released on. Yeah,
exactly.
Makes sense.
Yep. And the dividend token is a fixed supply of 2 billion on each chain. So there's no inflation or deflation. It's just fixed. So FWD is also 2 billion.
And so the FWD will work similar to the WD as far as just holding it and you don't have the right to claim, or how does that work? What's the difference between the two?
No, the FWD token is an airdrop. So we, the team, will airdrop that. So there is for the holder, there is the risk of, there is a centralized counterparty risk in the terms of the airdropping of that. We may work towards a future where we do some kind of claim functionality, but really it's snapshot, airdrop, new WD token, because it would all be kind of a simultaneous process. So
Gotcha.
So FWD itself.
But how does it work? Does it have the option to get the rebate back? I'm going to call it rebate. I think that's a better legal vernacular for you guys. But will the FWD also earn a rebate back like the WD token does?
No, sir. Only only the WD token gets the fees. The FWD token gets WD, and WD gets the fees. So what we're calling FWD is the money printer that prints money printers.
Okay. For most Mexicans, I think that's pretty easy to understand.
Yeah.
Robert Keller Jr. says, do you have a tutorial that is made for the masses to understand how to install and use IM?
Not at this moment, but again, tutorials and education, that is a part of our business model, if you'll call it that. But we're really our entire core focus isn't on the education part right now or the marketing part. It's solely focused on getting this wallet to a clean, healthy, secure version 1. That's the whole focus of it. Yeah, once we're there,
it's got to work first.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about the rest of it. KG, I wanted to talk to you about something that, and I know you get hit up on this a lot, is security. Because people, that's a big thing. Oh, wallet, how secure is it? So explain to me, and I'm not a security guy, it's probably gonna be over top of my head, but how secure is this wallet compared to like MetaMask? Can you explain that at all?
Sure. So one important thing to know going into wallet security is the security is all focused around 2 points. 1, how are your seed phrases generated? And 2, how are your seed phrases stored? Like that is the crux, in my opinion, of wallet security. So
for self-custody wallet security.
Yes, correct. Yes, for self-custody wallet security. And then I guess to tack on number 3 is educating your users, right? Because ideally, we don't want people keeping their seed phrases stored on their local device.
Right.
But let's take hardware wallets out of this for a moment, because we're talking about like my mom or my aunt or whatever who isn't into crypto at all. Your grandma, like they're not getting into hardware wallets, at least not yet. So what happens there? Well, one thing we do is we never know the user's seed phrase, either from the generation standpoint or the storage standpoint. So if you delete the app, we can't recover your seed phrase. It deletes your seed. It deletes all storage off your local device. The seed phrase itself is stored locally in an encryption method called AES-256. So for you encryption nerds, you can dive into that one. Now, we also, so instead of us just telling you that it's secure, well, we are going right as we speak. We're going through third-party security audits, and that's going to be a regular part of our business model. Is not, hey, one and done. Is we're an evolving, like we're on Android, iOS, and Chrome. So we are an evolving piece of software and technology. So we're going to constantly get security audits, and we want to work towards a future where we are open source. So that way we have security professionals, we have peer review, and also as we speak, our code goes through what's called automated QA testing, which are basically coded processes that check your code. So we have robots, professionals, and we want peer review. So we believe that we are taking every precaution we possibly can to make a software wallet as secure as it can be. And then everything that we can't do to make that secure, we have to make secure through education.
Yeah, I was going to say it has to be on the shoulders of those who are self-custodying their keys. And I'm sure you guys are going to have a nice flashing warning saying, copy these down somewhere safe and secure. Make sure there's no cameras, someone looking over your shoulder. Do not tell your grandma what these words are and put them somewhere safe.
Do not share on Instagram. No one wants to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Or everyone wants to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everybody
wants. Tell me if you do. If you do share them on Instagram, let me know.
Yeah, right.
No, so kidding. I don't want to know your secrets.
I love that. I think that's great, and a lot of that comes with education. I mean, if you're already teaching people kind of through the advent of giving away free tokens for them to learn how to interact with these systems. And I think it just goes hand in hand that there also will be some education on, hey, here's some safe ways you can store these things. So going on to Paul's question here, will your in-wallet swap method work like a DEX aggregator and allow bridge routing through places like MEXC and KyberSwap?
KyberSwap, yes, but MEXC is a centralized exchange.
It is a centralized exchange, yes.
Yeah, so to MEXC, probably, at least not now. I don't know. That's an interesting concept, actually. But places like KyberSwap,
to use a centralized exchange as your bridge.
Yeah.
Just if you're going to do that, guys, if any of you guys are using, because I know that MEXC is the preferred way to get in and out of ETHW right now with Hex. And it makes sense that you use it as a bridge because there's no real, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing right now, I don't trust any of the bridges that popped up overnight. We know what an attack vector the bridges can be unless they're from a trusted team and have audits and everything else to prove that they're secure. But if you're going to use a centralized exchange as that bridge between different chains, guys, use them like the whorehouse. You go in, do your business, you get out of there. You don't stay the night there, okay? So don't keep your assets on those centralized exchanges.
And hide your identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
use a VPN? Right? Use a digital condom. Use a VPN.
Oh, that's good. That's good. VPN, the condom of the internet.
Yeah. Hey, I advocate for safe hex here on Discourse Syndicate.
Yeah,
just want to throw that out there.
I'm liking this. We might just have a show on that.
On just safe hex. Okay.
Safe hex.
Here's another question from Robert. Will IM have any issues on VPN compared to standard access to the internet?
I don't know how to answer that question.
I see that. I see the only attack vector or the only thing that may not be compatible is the RPC that you're using at the time of using the VPN. Tell me if I'm totally off base. It'd be great to know from a developer like yourself, KG. But I see that issue being an issue with the VPN not registering with the RPC based upon what part of the world it thinks you're coming from.
So he's saying, will the wallet have problems if the user is utilizing a VPN?
100% is how I'm reading it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I actually don't have the answer to that question. That would be a great beta test case. I mean, let me know. Please go download it in beta. Let me know if you encounter any issues.
I think KNTX hit it on the head. I mean, that you're probably right, because that doesn't have anything to do with your wallet. That has to do with whoever you're interacting with that VPN. Like, it's going to be there.
Because if you use Infura and you have a VPN saying you're coming out of, if they choose to use Infura as the RPC and within that wallet in developer mode, and they have a VPN saying they're coming out of Venezuela, Infura is going to block it. So I don't think that's not an issue with your wallet and your software. It has to do with the RPC saying, sorry, we won't interact with the ISPs out of this region of the world.
I agree with that. That makes total sense to me. And just deep diving into getting into future visions. One thing we also want to do is, teach people how to set up their own nodes and stuff like that. So, the wallet is going to be the core of everything we do, but we want to continue to build education and infrastructure around the wallet, right? Because it's not just the wallet. It's there's a lot that revolves around the wallet.
Yeah.
100%. I like that. I like Paul's. It's not a question. It's rhetorical. Is there such a thing as safe sex? So
not even with the methods in the real one. I mean, hey, there's always some percent chance. I mean, there's always some chance.
Mango is in Sweden all day long. Just ask his VPN. That's what it'll tell you.
Yeah.
What's up, Mango?
Sure.
What's up, Mango?
Here we go. Kings Meadow says no issue so far with his VPN and internet money. So that's
perfect. Great. And for anybody watching, if you want to join our Telegram, it's just if you go to our website, internetmoney.io, all the social, you can click join our community. It'll take you right to the Telegram. It's great conversation going on all the time, and people are asking these types of questions. And it's been really cool because yes, we have tokens in our ecosystem, in the internet money ecosystem, but you can use our wallet and never touch our tokens. So they're just an additional feature that we offer. And so it's really cool that our Telegram chat has kind of become this hub for crypto discussion. It's not necessarily isolated around like, hey, internet money coins and only internet money coins. It's like we're talking about crypto and wallets and we're comparing other wallets. It's been a really cool discussion in there.
Oh, I really like that. That's cool. I like that you guys are willing to allow people to talk about other products, because I think that only benefits you guys as a product developer. Like, oh, they don't like this that we're offering versus what some of these other wallets are offering. And this wallet has a really good idea. And then using that information and building better instead of being scared of your people discussing your competition. I think wise people in business love when they hear from their customers about other products out there on the market, because then they know where their deficits are and how they can make a better product. Yep. So I like that you guys aren't censoring that speech, so to speak.
Oh, no, not at all. And you hit the nail on the head. If otherwise, you're going to get locked in this isolated bubble and think that you're the best thing in the world when really you could be irrelevant and outdated. So, no, people bring up other wallets and they're like, hey, I like this feature in this wallet, or hey, how will Internet Money Wallet compare to this? Hey, there's a problem that I, as a user, am having in crypto. Have you guys considered this? And so we have a running log that we keep internally and keep organized and manicured of all the feedback, bugs, comparisons. And yeah, we rather than shutting that conversation down, we encourage it because we have no ego about it. We want to be the best wallet that this world has ever known. So if that means, hey, and we don't come up with everything either. Einstein, as amazing, intelligent as he was, didn't think of everything, right? You have it's the mastermind. It takes all the humans, the group think.
I like that. So Paul's on fire today. I love it. Paul Sachs, keep bringing the heat, buddy. I appreciate that. Has Internet Money Wallet made screenshot and clipboard functions inoperable for the seed phrases?
We actually, we launched the wallet with the copy to clipboard on the seed phrase. And we were kind of like, about it because it is more user-friendly for the new person. But the community, hey, remove it. So actually, in one of these next, I think actually in this next version we're about to push, you're going to see the copy to clipboard has been removed because we listen to our community. We love you guys.
Love it.
And the screenshot has not been disabled at this moment in time.
Okay. You guys keep be aware of that. Don't be accidentally copying it to the board and making sure that it's not available to anyone who has access to your device. So I like this question as well. Like I said, Paul's bringing the fire. Any anonymity functions on the roadmap for Internet Money?
On the roadmap, yes. And actually, you can check out our roadmap. It's internetmoney.io/sacrifice. We have our roadmap there. And it's not all the features. We've reserved some for competitive advantage. But yes, we want to encourage anonymity. And we're actually experimenting theoretically. This is completely theoretical. What we're calling the privacy locker, because here's another problem with crypto. Hey, KNTX, you want to sell me your shoes? Okay, I'll pay you an ETH for those shoes. Well, now you know my wallet address. Now you know.
You want to buy my Hey Dudes? Want to buy my
Hey boy, yeah. DM me that.
Yeah, I like those, man.
They're comfy. They're like house slippers, man. House slippers for the everyday wear.
The point there is, you now know what I have. So we want to create something that breaks that somehow. And so we have a lot of cool theories behind that.
Cool theories is where we want to end with that. I like Paul Sachs's point on here. Coin pooling would be awesome by my standard. No answer needed. I agree. I don't think we need an answer. Just the thought that there is being thought put into that is, I think, all that needs to be said at this point in time. I think that's great.
Understood.
Yep. 20 Kevron, this isn't really the stream for this, but I will address this real quick here since we're already on stream. I don't know your risk profile. I don't know what your average annual income is. I don't know how long before you need to retire. I am not a financial advisor, and I do not have intimate knowledge of where you're at in your investing journey, but I will speak to myself. And it is buying Hex right now is well within my risk parameters for my investment. And here's the way I look at it is regardless of what the SEC comes down with their decision, which I feel we have a very, very good line of evidence and thinking and legal standards behind why Hex is not a security. But even if it does come down as far as it is a security, there's a lot of things out there called decentralized exchanges that you can, once your stake ends and you want to turn Hex into USDC and send it to a fiat off ramp to be able to exit out of. I don't think, regardless of whether it's a security or not, people are going to have an issue with taking profits if there are any profits in the future with Hex. But I have no crystal ball, have no idea what the price of Hex will ever be in the future. And I am not a financial advisor. So that's going to have to be based upon your risk parameters. If you think there's enough upside on it, then that's something you'll have to make the decision for yourself. So I want to go back to... Well, thank you. I appreciate that because I've done a lot of thinking about it. And to me, in my opinion, it still makes sense for me, but I can't speak on behalf of other people. So I like this. Sure. Will the wallet have tickers for the coins you have in the wallet so you don't have to go on chain? So if you want to exchange, you can do it via the wallet. Yeah. So is it going to automatically, kind of like Etherscan does, tell you even the crap coins that were thrown at you for free? Is it going to show that those tickers in the wallet? Or are you guys not going to waste resources on the lesser coins and mostly just the more well-known ones?
So this is actually, as of right now, no, the wallet does not have that functionality. But going forward, this point right here is something we talk about a lot, right? Because there are pros and cons. Because it is possible to just go on chain and say, hey, this address is holding all these coins, import now. Yes, that functionality is possible. Here becomes the problem. Like you just said, those crap coins. What happens if someone's like, oh yeah, this is not a shill. I'm just using this as an example. ARK99.com. I got 100 million of them. Great. I'm going to try to sell those. Well, and we let people import those into the wallet. Well, then they get rinsed. And so
yeah,
now
that's different because there's a lot of them that have smart contracts tied to them that you allow access to the coin and that allows them access to your wallet. So yeah, absolutely. I think that's smart that you guys are thinking ahead of time on that.
So ideally, yes, that is something we want to do. We're just trying to find the right and safest way to do that.
Smart. I like that. And I can't... I'm not going to put that up there, Paul Sachs. Maybe. Got to convince the wife to let me sell the house so I can buy 1 cent Hex. But yeah, that's neither here nor there.
So KG, so what's a timeline? I mean, are you looking in 2024? I mean, what are you thinking? Like, what are you seeing as far as the timeline goes for full launch? And
sure. So as of right now, we are going through our initial security audits. The WD smart contract is done. The DEX aggregator is done. The free airdrop is done. But all these things we're enhancing. So what the goal that we're shooting for right now is version 1, security audited, enhanced by the end of Q1 2023. So that's the initial goal we're working with. And we feel confident right now in our timeline that we're going to hit that. Of course, if unforeseen things happen, then we'll have to adjust. But as of right now, we're feeling pretty good about end of Q1 2023 and actually we believe that the dividend token is going to launch before that because there's some beta functionality that needs to be tested there as well. So
cool.
Yep.
Nice. Very cool.
The only problem is I see these cool projects like yours coming out, and it's a bear market. I don't know if anyone told you, but I'm having a hard time investing in all these things.
I hear you on that. And, we talked about like with our second sacrifice, like, do we wait for the market to come back? Like, how do we handle that? But at the end of the day, we're on a mission. This train doesn't stop. The time is when the time is, and we're here. It's now. So we're just going.
Yeah.
All right.
Going.
Good for you guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
And
what else you got there? Go ahead.
Well, actually, Paul, again, bringing the heat. He asked another great question. It's a little older, but he said, KG, how soon after Pulse launches will you need to issue an update for us to add Pulse to the wallet, or can we add it manually? So as of right now in beta, Pulse Chain is already on there and supported. Pulse X is already that we built the DEX aggregator for Pulse X and Pulse Chain. It's already there. Now for Pulse Chain mainnet, we have to see if they launch it in the middle of the night while all of us are sleeping.
I was just reading that. There might be some people out there jealous if I send you some feet pics.
Please don't show me your feet.
Well, I need a little extra cash, man. There's a lot of things to invest in right now.
Oh man,
a lot of good projects. I can think of one right off the top of my head. I know this really cool guy. I've been on stream with him before.
When KNTX feet pick NFT collection.
There you go. Hey, there you go. I'm gonna have to write that down.
That comes right after the KNTX just out of the shower NFT collection. So,
man, getting X-rated on this stream.
Wait! I didn't say it was going to be full body pics. Okay, come on. Don't let your mind go to the gutter.
Chin up. It's only shampoo in the hair. Chin up.
Okay. That's right. That's right. Different types of different smelling shampoos. That's all it is. Yeah.
Your shampoo KNTX. We lost him. He's a shampoo model now.
Hexy Quinn, what's up? That's funny. What's this? Hexy down there. Times are rough.
Times are rough.
Yep. Sorry, KG, I had to throw that up there, man. Sorry to throw you off.
Yeah, it kind of threw everybody off their game there, and I'm blushing now.
No, it's totally. I mean, it's totally good. It's just to round that point off. We are going to respond as quick as we possibly can. Pulse Chain mainnet comes out. It's going to be natively in the wallet, so you're not even going to have to. I mean, there might be a small window where you have to type in the settings while we actually physically do the thing to make it native. But beyond that small window, you're just going to be able to download the wallet and it will be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
God dang. You got fans, KNTX, dude.
Oh,
you got to capitalize on this. Bro.
I'm actually going to launch this, I think. This might be a fun project. Hexy Quinn, you want to help me? We'll launch this thing.
Oh my God.
Look at his face.
I'm so B-red right now. So B-red.
Good times, guys. What else you got, KG? You want to throw anything else out there about your project or anything else going on that you want to talk about?
Man, we deep dove. I mean, there's obviously more and more rabbit holes we can continue to go down, but ultimately TLDR, check out our website, internetmoney.io, or join our Telegram. That's where we have a very active community with admins all around the world. There's always conversation happening in there. We're about to hit 3,000 members, which has been awesome to see that grow.
Heck yeah. Cool, man.
Great, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that success.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's really cool. It's really cool to just see that progress. And we're in the middle of an active sacrifice, and there's a countdown timer until it's over. So if you're interested and you want to learn more about the sacrifice,
22 days left, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And that's Yeah, internetmoney.io/sacrifice.
Good
Freedom
stuff,
of
man.
time. Freedom of time.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it, man. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
What else
Well,
you got, Kinetics? You got anything
All I
there,
got
big
left
guy?
to say is there's a little bit of whispering and rumblings on Twitter that within the next week we could see a V3 for Pulse Chain.
Uh-oh.
That's the rumblings. That's
What are you
I'm
hearing there,
behind the
KG?
scenes.
What are you hearing?
I mean, I'm hearing the rumblings too. I
Yeah.
hear the rumblings. I'm hoping that they're real. We'd love it. We'd love a testnet V3 because a testnet V3 means that's one step closer to mainnet. And I'm ready as a community to have this chain. In a lot of ways, we'll be vindicated. It will be bullish because there's a lot of downtrodden in the community, and so I'm really looking forward to that, just that hoorah moment from everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to be, the streamers are going to be making tutorials, and there's going to be streams everywhere. There's going to be, love us or hate us, you're going to have to be talking about it because it's here. What are you going to? So I'm really looking forward to V3 and especially mainnet.
Yeah, I love it, man. So
awesome,
cool.
man.
Thank you so much for your time today, bro. I think I'm good. I'm gonna pick his brain for Alpha in the green room, and the rest of you guys will just have to wait to hear it on another day and another stream.
Yeah, man. Hey, T-ROB and KNTX, thank you so much for the opportunity, allowing me on the stream and allowing me to talk over building. Thank you.
I love what you're building, man. I think it's super cool. I'm gonna have to get in on this beta at this point in time because I think it's worth looking at.
Hey, KG, I want to touch base with you on the merch, and I have some other ideas I want to talk to you about too. So we'll hook up and talk.
T-ROB does a great job with e-commerce and the merch and being able to do print on demand. And now that we've got our own blanks that are a little higher a lot higher quality than anything you can get on the market right now, we'd love to offer quality merch to your customers and your fans as well.
Yeah.
Me and T-ROB were talking about that. We put our merch page on pause for a moment, but we want to kick that off, man. Like the IM logo.
Give it to a dedicated team to take care of it, brother.
100%. Yes. That's exactly where we want to go with it.
Cool, man.
Sounds good.
Well, you're awesome, brother. We really appreciate your time. I'm good. If you need anything else, T-ROB, it's all up to you now.
No, we're good, man. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you go to internetmoney.io to check that out. And thank you, KG, again. Man, you're a positive influence in this community, and we love you, man. Appreciate you.
Love you too, brother. Thank you.
Everybody have a great evening.